Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your What Do You Need to Know video. This will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. It may also be relevant if you're dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Just keep an open mind. And we're just gonna jump in here, see if this is like a heads up video or if it's guidance that you need at this time, whatever comes through for you. Eight of Swords. Okay, and remember, this is not time specific. Whenever you watch the video, that's when you're meant to, because that's when you're gonna benefit the most from the guidance. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. So Gemini, what do they need to know? So the Eight of Swords, something's on your mind that you don't necessarily see a way out of. You may be stressed over finances for some of you. You may be stressed about a job situation, a choice you have around your finances, a choice around an earth sign. Yeah, you want to withdraw. Or maybe that's your guidance, okay, to withdraw, to clear your head and make practical decisions. I feel like for some of you, you're trying to prevent making the wrong decision by being impulsive, okay? So you're trying to keep yourself calm and grounded. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So for some, I get that you've applied for financial backing, financial support, a loan, a mortgage of sorts. This could even be, applied for a job as a source of income. And maybe that's what you're looking for. For others, this is working on your budget, looking very closely at what's coming in versus what needs to go out. Okay, so for some, I do feel like finances are on the mind a great deal. This could also be a situation where balance within a relationship, and that could be romantic or otherwise, is brought into question. Okay, someone's feeling alone within a relationship, and that could be you, or that could be your partner or a loved one. So the Eight of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, whether that's their sun, their moon, their rising. It could be you, if that's your sun, your moon, or your sun, or your rising, doesn't matter. The King of Pentacles, I feel, is with the Eight of Swords here. You are unable to move on until you hear from this King of Pentacles, whether that is financially, or move on from a relationship, or move on from a hiccup, an obstacle, a block within a relationship. I feel like for some, the decision is up to you. And maybe this King of Pentacles is unable to move on until you make up your mind as to what you want to do. Because it's about, do I stay or do I go for some of you with the Two of Wands. It's about, do I stay or do I go? Because I feel someone's feeling left out. Okay, so within a connection, I feel that the two parties want different things. For some of you, I feel like one party, it could be you, or it could be the person you're dealing with, but someone wants to keep things casual. They want some distance between the two of you. They want to just date and have fun and live in the moment. Whereas maybe the other party wants some form of commitment. We have the Temperance card here. Someone weighing up their options. I feel like for some of you, this is also a choice was made, and now it's up to you to decide if you're okay with it or not. For others, I feel like you are working on your business, and you're trying different tactics, you're trying different strategies to increase your income or to expand your reach. Networking. Queen of Swords, your energy. I do feel that for some of you, you want to be done with a situation. Either that means to leave it behind or to be done with a particular argument. Not necessarily mean to break up, but just to be done with that argument, to be done with conflict, to be done with the Five of Wands, with tension. You may be dealing with someone who's very, very sensitive. Okay, They're in their world, in their own minds a lot. They don't really speak up, so you can't really know what they're feeling, but they expect you to. And that causes you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, because you can't provide for this person what they need, because you don't know what they need, but they won't tell you. They won't tell you, but then they are not happy that you're not giving them what they need. Does that make sense? Three of Wands with the Six of Cups. I feel like you're at the point where you're, because the Three of Wands is the future, the Six of Cups is the past. This is what you're looking at, okay? So for some of you, I feel like this is the guidance. The guidance is, look how far you've come. Look at how much you've already invested into this. Look at what brought you together in the first place. Okay? Before you make a hasty decision. Maybe wait until you're less sensitive, or wait until you're not as raw, emotionally speaking, because I do feel like you're upset, because it is an unfair situation here. You're not being given everything you need to do what you're expected to do, as it were. And that could be within a job sense as well. Very unfair situation. But I feel that for some, that's the guidance. Look how far you've come here. Look at how much you've invested already. Look at what brought you here in the first place, or what brought you together in the first place. Take it all into account. Remember that everything is temporary, especially hiccups and obstacles. With the Wheel of Fortune, everything changes from one day to the next. You don't know what it's going to bring. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of, now's the time to put in the hard work. And we also have the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like this is talking about career and love, business and love, okay? There's a situation where it's unfair currently. You're being expected to do something, but they're not giving you the full information. You're thinking about just walking away, just being done with it. You could be thinking, I'm better off on my own or something. The guidance, if that's the case, is, you know, remember what you've put into this in the first place. Remember what brought you together in the first place. Remember what attracted you to this job, this opportunity, this career, whatever, in the first place. Try to put things into a bigger perspective. Is this how I feel? Like, this is really how I feel and that's it, and it's not going to change? Or can this be temporary? Can this be because of, you know, someone's heightened emotions? Can this be because of stress, you know? Because I do feel like there's a lot of love here, if this is in a love sense, and the guidance is telling you that it would pay off to do the work if you wanted to. It's still your choice, don't get me wrong. Same with career. With career, I'm also getting, you know, there's always something you can do. So whatever the situation is, I'm getting that there's always something you can do. And with the Temperance card, it's just about figuring out what you want to do, okay? And then how you're going to do it, how you're going to go about it. But there is a way out of a current predicament. Look deeper into things, study, reflect on things, observe what's happening around you, how things are done, what the process is. Observe a certain person, their reactions, learn about them, study the situation, and you will see the way out. I feel like you're looking at a way out. You're looking for a way out of a situation. And if this is with work, observing your environment and observing the people involved will give you your way out in a way that you're successful. You don't lose anything, okay? And if this is in a love sense, you know, the Five of Wands does say you're going to butt heads occasionally. I feel like there's a difference in temperament between the two of you. You're very different tempers. So this is going to happen occasionally, but this is temporary energy. This is transitory. And usually, such events are guided or triggered by external circumstance that causes stress. Okay? You're stressed and then you lash out. Or vice versa. So even though you might be feeling like you're in an unfair situation, and actually, you know, it might be that that's actually the case. It's not like you're making it up. The guidance is put it all into perspective. What do you want to do, and is it worth it, one way or the other? Okay. What do you have to lose? How much you've invested into this? What brought you here in the first place? What plans you had for this when you set off? Because I do feel like a lot of you are dealing with, do I stay or do I go? Because you've hit a roadblock. So this means, do I just walk away completely, or is there a way around this roadblock? Because the Temperance card is all about finding creative solutions, creative meaning, not necessarily the ones that are in your face, the obvious ones, not necessarily the traditional ones. Just trying what works for you, or trying what works for you in this situation, or trying what works for you and your partner. Okay? I do feel like you can get yourself out of this impasse. Let's see if we get any additional advice here for Gemini. And also with the High Priestess there and the Temperance card, maybe some time apart will allow you to clear your head, you and your partners. Okay, or some time away from the situation will allow you to clear your head and calm your emotion. That doesn't mean, you know, break up or separate or move out. It just means spend some time on your own and just clear your head. Don't think about anything for a while. Just let it go. Do something you enjoy and then come back to it, okay? Any additional advice for Gemini that would serve them best at this time? So the Five of Pentacles, not feeling supported. Three of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune again, Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. So again, Five of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. You're feeling pushed. You're feeling pushed. And it's like, what more do you want from me? What more can I give to you? Because you feel like you have been working together with the other party. You have been collaborating. You have been pulling your weight. You have been providing. And I feel like you're at the point where you're feeling pushed. You're feeling with your back against the wall. Like, what more do you want from me? And you're feeling yourself that you're about to lash out and say some things that you're not going to be able to take back. Okay. So all the more reason to take some time, take some distance, change the focus, change the conversation until you're in a better place and you can try again, or you're both in a better place and you can have that conversation again. This is also change how you communicate, whether for you in general, in terms of how you get what you want. You may have to change how you communicate. You might be coming across too blunt with the Five of Swords. Like, you don't care. You just want to get your message out, but you don't care about the message of the other person. Or you just want to say what you have to say. You don't really care how it comes out. You don't want to care for someone who's being overly sensitive. You don't want to care about their feelings as much as they do, because it's like, to you, it doesn't make sense. Why do you have to be like this? Let's just have a conversation. But I do feel like you're dealing with someone who's too sensitive at this time. Or again, that could be your energy and you're experiencing someone speaking to you that way and you're feeling like they're coming across brutal, okay? And inconsiderate. So changing the way you communicate might be what needs to happen here. This could also be the case if you're dealing with bosses, with anyone really, okay? Just be aware of how you're coming across. You may need to tweak the tone, even, your body language when you speak. Maybe you're frowning all the time when you speak and you look angry all the time and you're not even aware of this and you look aggressive, you know what I mean? So there's something that needs to be tweaked slightly to go from being seen as, I want what I want, I don't care about anyone else, to being seen as the team player that you actually are, okay? So an interesting reading here, Gemini. Let me know how it makes sense to you, if it does. And if it does, if you are dealing with these energies, you recognize the energies, I do hope that the reading helps. You do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so whatever you're dealing with, there's an overflow of emotion that's causing a lot of issues. And it can be resolved. Okay, this is also saying there is a lot of love there. Whatever's going on can be resolved. If this is with love, or if this is with business, with work, with anything like that, remember where your heart is. Put your heart into it. But this is also protect your heart. Try to keep things separate. If you're in a professional setting, don't go into it with an open heart, because you might get it broken, because there's different conversations that are had in that professional, official, clinical setting. Okay, so this is just about being mindful of the moment and the environment you're in, and adapting your behavior and the way you communicate to come across the way you actually want to come across. All right. And also I'm getting, if this is about a new person in your life, I feel that you're not even aware there's a new person around you trying to get your attention, but they're afraid to approach you because you come off very intimidating, or you come off as not interested at all, or like you'd bite their head off if they were to say anything. Okay, so just something to, keep in mind, to be mindful of there. Okay. And I do get, like, there's not just with love opportunities, there's something around you that's trying to come in, an opportunity, whether it's love, money, business, or job. But the way you come across, you're coming up as unapproachable. Like, I don't know how to talk to him. I don't know how to talk to him. I don't know how to talk to him about this opportunity. He looks angry. He looks busy. She looks, whatever. Yeah. So just something to be mindful of. Okay. But yeah, let me know if it helps, and watch your sun, your moon, your rising, and you're the sign you want to watch here. Again, I hope the guidance helps, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.